Royal Finale Chapter 5, Testing the Waters. Back in Valtoria. You gather Liam and your friends for an important meeting. Maxwell's tablet rings with an incoming video call. Valtoria, Maxwell speaking. Good thing you're all on time. So, what's this job the Circle has for us? It's a part job and part test. Luckily for you, it's simple. They're sending the 5 of you to meet Gordon Price, the Prime Minister of a small kingdom called Terranon. I heard about his election a few years back. Never met him, though. Man spends more time at VIP clubs than at diplomatic functions. So we're supposed to go party with the Prime Minister? Been there, done that. There's a little more to it. Gordon's not via Imperi, but he's made deals with us, deals that have helped him get elected over some of his rivals. Liam keeps a careful, neutral expression beside you, but you see his jaw tense at the admission of the Imperi's influence. In exchange, he promised to contribute funds to our cause, but he hasn't honored that promise, and he's weaseled his way out of the other attempts to get an answer from him. So tonight, I'll be joining you at one of his favorite clubs, where it'll be your job to get him to pay up. Our job? I thought the via Imperi were above bribes of politicians. Eric told me that you were not, that you were about peace and order, not pressuring people for cash. Sometimes you need a bit of ladder to achieve the former. A queen like you should understand. We do things a little differently here in Cordonia, but I'll be glad to spend some more time with you. If we're gonna be dealing with Gordon, then what'll you'll be doing? Making sure you don't screw things up. There could be big opportunities for you if you can handle this job, but in case you can't, you'll be there to babysit us. Got it. I'll send over the address and meet you there. She hangs up. Well, it looks like we have a job to do. It sounds pretty simple, but I don't like the idea of helping these people. I don't know. Of the assignments they've given us, this isn't so bad. I thought they'd tell us to arrest Barty or something. The damage has already been done since the Imperi got Gordon elected. We're just collecting the bill. He's already in Imperi's pockets. Convincing people to do stuff is basically our specialty. Plus, if we can't handle a job this small, we'll never get any closer to the Circle. All we've been able to do is to send Amalis a list of people we saw at the ball, and the nicknames the Circle members use. We need them to think we're committed, fully committed, if we're gonna unmask them and take them down. I will do whatever it takes to protect Amanda and Cordonia. If we're too afraid to get our feet wet, we'll never get answers we need. Exactly. We don't have to enjoy it, but we're gonna have to play ball. Just as long as we don't do anything we'll regret. If we ever get too close to a line, I know a certain king who can remind us. You have an extremely reliable moral compass. I don't think Amalis or Amanda can join us on this particular party, though. Yeah, VIP Club sounds like a 21+ venue. Maxwell dials a number, already one step ahead of you. Hey, big bro, how'd you, my favorite nephew, feel about another sleepover at Valtoria? While Maxwell makes arrangements for Savannah and Bertrand to babysit, you and Liam find Amanda playing in her bedroom. I'm a dragon! Lady Dragon, don't do your fire. Have some tea. She sets a dragon doll and a knight doll inside a parlor of her new dollhouse. The Primmy raises a tiny teacup to the dragon's mouth. I'm glad tea time diplomacy is going so well. Mommy, Daddy! Meow. Willow hops out of Amanda's lap and begins trotting around Liam's ankles, chirping happily, as Amanda rushes over to give you a hug. You can play too if you want. I wish we could, but we have to get ready for a big trip tonight. Boring grown-ups only stuff. Uncle Bertrand and Aunt Savannah will be coming over to babysit while we're gone, okay? Amanda solemnly thinks this over. I'll miss you, but I do like playing with Barty. Good, because he'll be here in about an hour. And while we're gone, make sure you share your toys with Barty. But Barty has his own. And if he brings them over, Barty will share them with you. We all have to learn to be generous. The way you've both have lots of toys, all the toys can play together. Amanda's face begins to light up. Like a robot doll tea party? That's up to you and Barty, sweetheart. As long as you share. You and Liam share a grin, and then give your daughter a big hug and a kiss. We completely ignore the cat. Alright, Amanda, Mommy and Daddy should get dressed for our trip. Actually, I thought Amanda might want to play dress up first. I've had my eye on things for Amanda's new bedroom's need, and I saw a new vanity in a furniture catalog that seemed perfect. Cling Liam, you've been reading modern furniture dialogue? Or catalogs? Believe it or not, growing up as a prince didn't only mean growing up around antiques. I want our daughter to have the latest and greatest, although since the order arrived, I haven't had time to compare it to her old one. Want to see what it looks like, Amanda? Yeah! Liam ducks out, and then quickly returns with a catalog, opening it to a right page for you and Amanda to see. It's a subtle change. No! If you like it, we can set it up for you right before our trip. What do you think, Mommy? Upgrade the vanity. It's so adorable, I almost want one for myself. You can always come play dress up with me. But first you have to make the dresser. A little while later, you have the new vanity all set up. Amanda hops up and down in front of the sparkling mirror, giggling at her reflection. I love it! Why don't you give it a test run? Dress up however you want. Amanda races into her closet and comes back with handfuls of clothes. Squinting at them one by one in the mirror, a small pile of outfits grows on the floor, but pretty soon she twirls around. Ta-da! Pajama party! Amanda, you just invented pajama chic. Every Monday is gonna be Pajama Monday from now on. We can make it a family tradition. From now on, though, for now, we should probably, get ready for this trip. Amanda follows you and Liam to the boutique, where she immediately begins poking at all the outfits. It feels like it's been forever since we've been clubbing. Is that like a clubhouse? Do you wear, like, dresses too, or sparkly things? It's a little different from a clubhouse. Some people wear dresses, and if it's the right sparkly kind of stuff for the right person, sure. Mommy, look, this one's sparkly. Well, if Her Royal Highness insists that I try it on. We've got a winner. You look so pretty. Amanda claps her hands excitedly while Liam looks you up and down with an admiring smile. Is that what it is? I couldn't have said it better. You look pretty sharp yourself. Your husband grins and kisses you on the cheek. Well, if we're headed for a night on the town, I've got to keep up with my wife. Listen, dude, you look like you're ready to go clean up a farm. Now, Amanda, do you promise you'll be good while we're away? I'll be super good. We love you so much. Love you too. Liam gives her a big hug too, kissing her on the cheek before Amanda trots off towards her bedroom. She'll be okay for one night, right? Of course. Bertrand and Savannah have always taken great care of her. I just wish we had someone else to keep the duchy safe. Ever since we arrested Bastine, Mara's the only king's guard I can, trust. I can think of one person to call. Olivia. By the time the royal jet is ready and you head downstairs to depart, Olivia Nebraska knocks on your door. I came as soon as I could. Olivia, we knew I could count on you, bestie. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that, but you said it was an emergency. Do you mean to find someone, fight someone, both? Well, actually, I just need you to do us a favor, and Amanda. Liam and I, have to take a quick, short trip, and it would mean a lot if you'd help Bertrand and Savannah keep Amanda safe in the meantime. It's part of the complicated thing that you couldn't tell me about at the festival. Yeah. I'm guessing you still won't tell me about it. I want to, but I can. You'll just have to trust me on this. I deserve to know if we're in danger, Riley. Yeah, this is kind of like a D-bag move. Seriously, we're keeping this away from someone who literally and figuratively has been there side by side with us. Oh well. I know if there's ever a point where we can tell you what's going on. I promise we will, but until then... You never make it easy, but alright. I promised I'd be here to help you, and when you need me. You have my word that Amanda will be safe. One short flight later, you and Liam and your friends step into the hottest nightclub in Tehran. Bass thumps through the room as well-dressed guests laugh, drink, and dance. Yeah, bass too. They're swimming right through the floor. Just imagine it, you know? Maybe I just haven't been to a club in a while, but this place feels next level. What, because that girl just spilled her drink on a dress made of nothing but actual pearls? That and the fact that I just saw King of Sweden's nephew do a flaming shot. PewDiePie's here? Ah, that's DJ Bass Flip doing a set. The actual DJ Bass Flip. I tried to hire him for Amanda's 4th birthday party, and the dude was booked for months. But somehow they got him in this club. I guess Tehran's upper crust really likes to party. Well, a prime minister's not gonna let his hair down in just any old club. A prime minister. Hair down. Is it a woman? Lena, it's good to see you again. It's good that you're on time. Well, we might not be the kind of team you're used to working with, but we do make our appointments seriously. I'll be the judge of that for tonight. She starts to lead you through the crowd where you see a few of her mercenaries mingling among the guests. Gordon should be expecting us. Make whatever small talk you have, but remember, he owes us and we're here to collect. Yes, sir. Well, I'll be. Is that King Liam and Rise, Queen Riley Vinty, and Valium's fiercest mercenary all in one club? This party just went from fun to fascinating. Oh no. He looks your outfit up and down with approving nod. Looks like you're way more fun than the muscle over there. No offense, Miss Lena. I'm just here to handle their security, Mr. Price. So, but the rest of us are pleased to meet you. I didn't realize our reputation had traveled so far. Oh, and Terran, nothing travels faster than gossip. This must be Drake Walker, Hannah Lee, and my God, Maximo Belmont in the flesh. Let me guess, you're a fan of my books? Books? No, I don't see the point of them. But everyone knows that if you're looking for a real party in Gordonia, you talk to the Balmont. Well, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about my family since we had to arrest my dad. Oh, Maxwell, woof. Mr. Bryce. This, club is popping. Lena gives you a warning look, but Gordon laughs and claps you on the back. Oh, I like this woman's priorities. I know you why you're here, but I have a rule that business always comes after pleasure. He whistles, and a shirtless waiter hustles over the tray of holding not glasses, but entire bottles of champagne. Here, compliments on the house. He pops the corks of 2 bottles and shoves one bottle at you and the other at Lena. Dom Perignon? Drink, dance, have fun. Once I've seen you loosen up a bit, we can settle with this boring business you came here for. Sounds good? It sounds... Oh, great, then let's party. He climbs onto the back of the couch, sleeps off of it, and the crowd surfs him towards the dance floor on arms of dozens of cheering guests. Are we 100% sure this guy's the Prime Minister? What, you never heard of a politician getting down and partying? They usually do that every day for $1,500 lunches. Hi, Mitch. Hi, Nancy. Lena shoves her bottle back at the waiter with a disgusted sigh. Positive, unfortunately. Well, if we want Gordon to talk business, I guess we have to show him that we appreciate his hospitality. How does partying get us any closer to him paying what he owes? It's called indulgence. You said previous attempts to get him to settle his debts have failed, right? So you need a new tactic. Playing nice can do more to open people's minds than scowling at them. I'll believe that when I see it. And you're a trained mercenary? Oh boy. Who trained you? The wall? While Lena and her mercenaries mill through the crowd, you, Liam, and your friends follow Gordon onto the dance floor. Oh, there you are. I was starting to think I'd be dancing alone. Maxwell would never turn down a chance to bust some moves, Mr. Price, and we'd never turn down your hospitality. I've missed doing this sort of things together. Well, not these specific circumstances, but you know what I mean. Yes, the circumstances are definitely unusual. Less talking, more moving your feet, Liam, unless you're afraid you've gotten rusty. Since when are you excited about dancing? He's excited about anything he can turn into a competition. And I've had a long time to accept that our missions usually involve losing a little dignity. Dignity is overrated. As if to prove his point, Maxwell drops to a flawless rendition of the worm. Other guests round you cheer, and Gordon throws Maxwell a thumbs up. Nice moves, Balmon. Where'd Lena head off to anyway? You glance around the room and see a frightened-looking waiter giving Lena a wide berth as she surveys the club's exit. She's ready to run. Speaking of losing dignity, someone needs to show her how to loosen up. Liam? No, don't look at me. Look over at Maxwell. He's the only one who can do this. We'll work on it. A few songs later, you, Liam, and Gordon run into Lena while picking up drinks for your thirsty friends. Mocktails for me and Hannah, a pickleback for Maxwell, and a couple of old fashions. Oh, what about you, Lena? Can we get you anything? A water? Maybe a coffee? A stiff whiskey? No thanks, I don't drink when I'm on the job. You might consider this part of your job. Maybe you haven't noticed, but you aren't exactly blending in. You gesture down at her armor, just as groups of partiers approach the bar. Spots Lena and instantly makes a beeline in any other direction. You're making my guests nervous. Not my problem. If you want us to finish what we came here for, we promised Mr. Price we'd loosen up, remember? Come on, Lena, just have one drink with me. It'll help us get the job done. One drink. Gordon passes her a shot glass. Cheers. Cheers. Liam lifts his glass in a brief toast. Lena doesn't even ask what's in the shot before lifting it to her lips and downing the whole thing. Damn, that's the spirit. You happy now? I'll consider it a start. Baby steps, Liam. Baby steps. A while later, you find Liam on one of the club's mini dance floors. Hello there, handsome stranger. Hello yourself. I haven't seen Gordon since we've got those drinks. He's like a dancing chameleon. Well then, if we have this song to all to ourselves. Liam dances a little closer to you, a mischievous grin playing about his lips. Why not? You turn your back to Liam and begin shaking your hips to the music, shimming backwards until you're pressed against his front. He bites back an approving gasp as his hands trace down your sides, raising goosebumps on your skin. If there were any other club on any other night, I'd find a private room to take you to and lock the door behind us. The night's still young. As the next song begins to pick up, Liam pulls you in for a heated kiss. You smile at him when you part, breathless, until the moment is interrupted by Gordon dancing over to you like the chameleon he really is. Oh, you two make one hell of a couple. Almost makes me regret my bachelor life. Almost! You aren't here with anyone? Not really. But I'm curious about you two. Who you two really are here with. You mean our mutual friends? Bingo. You don't really seem like their type. How did people like you end up falling in with them, anyway? The Vampiri were a necessary ally. Cordonia is our priority, but let's just say we couldn't afford to turn them down. I can respect that. I'm honestly flattered that our mutual friends sent all of you to talk to me. I heard the voice recently brought Avernol into the fold. Let's just say things with the crown and the sword can get messy. The voice helped take down Bradshaw and Isabella? That's what I heard. Not that Terran's in that kind of situation, but I still relieved you showed up instead of some bigwigs. Is there anything else you can tell us about the voice? We're pretty new to all this. Unfortunately, I don't know much, but I still owe you a conversation. You've proven that you're my kind of people. I need to shake a few VIP hands by the pool, but let's talk after. He heads up a staircase guarded by a bouncer with a VIP-only signs hanging overhead. Someone taps their foot impatiently behind you. He doesn't look like a man who just honored his debt with a V&P. That's because he hasn't. Yet. Maybe I didn't make the stakes clear. This mission determines if you're just another pawn or if you deserve to move the pieces on the board. So, are you willing to let this fool keep stalling, or are you going to do your job and get what he owes us? Jesus, what does he owe you? Seriously, a vodka martini? Like, what? Lena? Deep breaths, Riley. I'm just doing the mission my way, and my way happens to take patience. Once he gets back from his VIP thing, he'll be in a good mood, and he'll owe us an answer. Riley, you're VIP now. No one gets to say no to you except us. Just get this done. Listen, I swear to God, I don't care if you're Liam's sister or not. I'm gonna backhand you here in a minute if you don't stop talking shit. Okay? We're getting this done. Just shut up. Swear to God. And by the way, I'm speaking on behalf of Riley, okay? She walks away, leaving you with a thoughtful-looking Liam. My sister might not be tactful, but she does have a point. We could head up to the private pool, eavesdrop on what Gordon's up to. It'd be easier to make a deal with the guy if we knew more about him. Plus, he has more history with the Vampiri than we do. We can play, two guests hanging out in the pool. Stay out of sight while we listen for some intel. Diamond choice. But yes. Let's pretend the sign says, for Via Imperi people only. Oh, I see what she did there. You and Liam head towards the staircase of the VIP lounge, but a bouncer immediately steps into your path. Pool is rooftop pools for VIPs only. You don't recognize two VIPs when you see them? Not you two specifically. Queen Riley of Cordonia, and this is my husband. We expect a better treatment in an establishment like this. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Please go right up. Well, that was incredibly easy. The staircase takes you all the way to the rooftop lounge, where braziers flicker across from a heated pool that glitters in the moonlight. Good thinking back there, Riley. You mean just announcing who the hell we are, because that's who the hell we are? Couldn't have done it without my partner in crime. I think I can see Gordon on the other side of the pool. You and Liam duck into a curtain changing room, and you step back out. Liam offers a hand to escort you into the pool. Care to take a dip with me? Why, Liam, that sounds perfect. You slip into the pool, your muscles relaxing in the luxurious warm water. Liam quietly follows you to one of the corner of the pool, where you lounge with your backs towards the braziers near Gordon and several of the other guests. And that's why I never go to a yacht party without an inflatable raft. Man, you have the wildest parties. Oh, the lady in the army downstairs has been killing the mood, though. Is she supposed to be doing some kind of entertainment? Oh no, that, my friends, is Lena the Knight. That explains the armor. But, that can't be her real name. No one knows her real name, but if you hang out in the elite, very expensive mercenary circles, that's what she's called. Did you hear about one of the Valheim's ambassadors getting captured last year? No, I thought all of them were safe and sound. They are now, but this one made the mistake of traveling near a quagmire of a war zone, and she got captured by one of the sides. But until Lena and a gladius Scumpy fought their way through a battlefield for 12 hours to get him out. By the time they reached the base where the ambassador was being held, people were running from just the sight of her in that armor. My sister has quite the reputation. I don't like what the Imperi have done to her. It's just like she's a tool to them. If she'd grown up in Cordonia with you and Leo and your parents, she could have been a totally different person. I'm still hoping she can be. Excuse me, are you going to hog up this corner of the pool all night, or can you move? Can you mind your own business? A swimsuit-clad woman squints down at the two of you from the pathway around the pool. She raises her voice. A few of the guests listening to Gordon start to glance your way. We can't let them know we're listening. I should give Liam a massage like it actually matters. I hear we're busy using this corner. I still owe you that massage, honey. What? You swam behind him and begin kneading his shoulders, working out the knots and the muscles. Liam lets out a surprised but relieved sigh. Right, that massage. My wife has a magic touch. You kiss the side of Liam's neck as you continue to massage him, sliding your hands down his back. Newlyweds. Guess I'll use the other end. It is a pool after all. Piss off. She skulks out towards the other end of the pool. You continue working Liam's shoulders, kicking him up the ruse while you listen for Gordon's voice. Oh, I've never had a massage my entire life. That sounds really good right now. So what's the knight doing at one of your parties, anyway? I invited her as a favor to some mutual friends. Seems like you have a lot of important friends. Lena the Knight, Queen Riley, King Liam of Cordonia. Yep, that's us. Two people who are totally downstairs not listening to you right now. Oh, you don't even know the half of it. Let's just say that if their former majesties Bradshaw and Isabella had the friends I do, they'd be sitting on their thrones. I say good riddance. Cheers to that. Everyone in Gordon's little crowd of onlookers raises a glass and a toast, but then Gordon starts to get on. Oh, we might be headed back downstairs. If you've got so many friends in useful places, Gordon, does this mean you're thinking about running for another term? He starts to lead his onlookers towards the staircase, putting him out of earshot. We need to get closer. I should dog paddle across the pool, trail him under the water. Follow my lead. You duck under the water, kick off, gliding under the surface towards the far end of the pool. Come on, Riley, nice and quiet. Be one with the water. Liam follows as you silently surface by the other end of the pool, just in time to catch what Gordon's saying. Truth is, I'd love to stay on as Prime Minister, but I'm not sure it's in the cards. It's a tough race the first time around, and without the right allies, I'm not sure I can win another one. With your high and mighty friends, you'd be a shoo-in. Maybe. Alright, let's stop talking shop and start talking shots. Yeah! Okay, one more round, but I'll buy. The waiter brings a tray full of shot glasses to the group as they stand around the staircase laughing and chatting. Seems like Gordon's not expecting the VMP's help with his next election. Maybe we can use that somehow. But we can't exactly sneak out with him right by the exit. And it looks like we have some time to kill. You glide a little further away from Gordon and his friends, and Liam follows, catching you beside a small bench built into the pool wall. He grins invitingly as his arms slip around your waist. I'm very open to suggestions. You push him onto the underwater bench and straddle his lap. His hands grip your waist in an instant, pulling you flush against his slick skin as he catches your lips in a kiss. This is more like it. His fingers trail slowly down your sides, teasing you and making you shiver with pleasure. You grind down against him, drawing a soft moan from his lips, even as he deepens the kiss. His hips buck beneath you. Riley. Yes. I really hate to say this, but I think our host is leaving. Glance over just in time to see Gordon vanishing down the staircase. Duty calls, but I'd love to pick this back up at home. He captures you in one last kiss. So would I. And that's called class. You quickly dry off, change back into your clubbing clothes, and follow Gordon downstairs. But he's nowhere to be seen in the crowd, because he's a chameleon. Like I can move through a dance floor like he's parting the Red Sea. Maybe we should split up and look. You head off in opposite directions through the crowd. If I were a parting Prime Minister, where would I be? Probably looking for my next round. Riley, I hope you and your friends have been enjoying yourselves. We have, but we do still need to talk business. Of course, a deal's a deal. Why don't you join me in one of the lounges for a drink and a conversation? Lead the way. Gordon leads you into a private lounge where he pours you each a drink. After downing his, he sighs heavily. I like you and your people, so to give it to you straight, I don't have the money right now. I had enough to pay the VMPary back, but I recently had to spend it on some personal investments. Of course you did. Gordon, when do you think you'll have the money? I just need a couple of weeks, maybe a month. The door suddenly slams open, and Lena and two of her mercenaries barge in. My employers are out of patience, Mr. Price. This was supposed to be our op, and you're ruining it. She gestures to one mercenary, strides over to Gordon, and twists his arm behind his back. Ow! You're going to give us what we came here for, or this is going to get unpleasant. But I can't. I don't know where to get them. The mercenary twists his arm harder, forcing Gordon down onto his knees. Lena looms over him, implacable, and arms crossed over her chest. Let him go. You tug on the mercenary's arm, trying to get her away from Gordon, but it's like trying to move a statue. Lena, tell your people to stand down. I was getting through to him. Didn't sound like it to me. We got into this conversation 12 seconds. 12! Unfazed, she nods to the mercenary holding Gordon. Gossip from the VIP lounge was unlocked. Special dialogue options in green. No. There's a way for both of you to get what you want. Gordon, you need to help with your re-election campaign, right? How did you know about... Not important right now. How do you feel if Vampiri promised to help you win the next election just like the last one? If you didn't have to spend so much on campaigning, maybe you could get them that cash, say, tonight. Why the hell would we want to make another deal with someone who tries this hard to weasel out of his debts? Because Mr. Price is smart enough to have learned a valuable lesson tonight. He'll be more punctual in the future, and if you both agree, the Vampiri will continue to have an ally in Tehran. I guess I could call my bank and shift some assets around. Do we have a deal? Lena nods to the mercenary holding Gordon, who releases him as he helps him to his feet. As Gordon holds a hand out to Lena, she gives you a long, considering look before shaking it. Deal. You two, buy Mr. Price a drink at one of those overpriced bars and make sure he actually initiates a wire transfer. They salute and lead Gordon out, leaving you alone with Lena. She raises an eyebrow as you turn to glare at her. Lena, what the hell was that? That was me getting the job done. No, that was you interfering. Thanks for the assist, by the way. I knew you'd be a good, convincing good cop. Lena, this was your plan all along, wasn't it? You set me up as a friendly face, so that when you brought him in here to play bad cop, he'd have someone to turn to. You catch on quick. Catch on quick if I put my heel up your ass. This can't be the real you. I know the Vampiri raised you to get the job done, but you don't have to be their pawn. We can help you and protect you. Lena steps closer to you, arms crossed over her chest, her steely gaze locked on yours. I don't need your protection. The real safety only comes from power, and I have all the power I need. I've heard that before. The fist. Safety only comes from power. Ah. Lena. So she's part of the order. Understood. You look her dead in the eye and she gazes back, clearly aware of what she's just revealed. Good. Enjoy the rest of the party, Riley. I'll be seeing you. When she's gone, you head back out into the crowded club, and a worried Liam and your friends are waiting. There you are. Is everything okay? Did something happen with Gordon? You shake your head. Gordon gave up what we came here for, but Lena is the fist. What a surprise. Taking down the circle just got more complicated. With Lena in your path, can you still find a way to save Cordonia? Find out in the next chapter. And thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down, subscribe from below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. Without further ado, I would like to say the following. I do thank people that were worried about my channel. My channel is perfectly fine. So if you guys ever want to tune in to find out why my channel is safe, be more than glad to come to our Twitch, and I will tell you. But long story short, I list my videos correctly within the YouTube TOS, and basically if there is anything suggestive or whatnot, I do list it as such. Basically, when you don't do that, YouTube can penalize you because you are misleading not just their ads and their companies and whatnot that help, run this whole entire thing that you're watching on, you're listening on right now. But if you don't do it properly, and basically, well, yeah, you get in big trouble. So that's part of one of the reasons why my channel doesn't grow to be as large as other people's. Because when you list videos under certain things where they're not PG, right? Basically, YouTube says, well, we're going to limit how many people it reaches. We're going to limit how many people, basically, if something is above PG, and sometimes things are in these chapters and whatnot, that basically it limits to people who are only having a YouTube account, that are only verified on YouTube. And yeah, I take a big hit, but I make sure to do my channel just right. And that's one of the reasons why this channel is perfectly safe. And thanks to you as a community, but as a whole, everyone. So, once again, thank you all for watching. Much love and appreciation, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace out.